The first time I went to one of my girlfriend Joyce's friend hangouts, things got weird fast. After a few drinks, her so-called best friend Lucius pulled her right onto his lap. He took a drag of his cigarette and smirked. "Call me Daddy." And instead of pushing him off, Joyce just giggled and leaned into him. "Daddy." I sat there, jaw tight, but she just waved me off. "Relax, it's just a joke." Lucius is like a father figure to me. Everyone knows that. "Don't be so uptight, Henry. What, you're not man enough to handle it?" Lucius got even cockier, blowing smoke in my direction. "Yo, son-in-law, where's your manners? Get on your knees and pour me a drink, and Daddy here will look out for you." The whole table cracked up, waiting for me to lose it. I just smiled and looked Joyce dead in the eye. "You know what? I like that energy. So why don't you call me Daddy too?" The room went dead silent for a second, then erupted. "Holy shit, this guy's got balls. Did he really just say that?" Lucius's smug grin froze. Clearly didn't expect that from the quiet guy, but he recovered quick, sliding his hand around Joyce's waist. "Baby girl, your new boyfriend's not too bright, is he? What's he even trying to do?" Joyce shot me a dirty look. "Are you stupid, Henry? He was just messing around. Why'd you have to make it weird? Can't you take a joke?" I shrugged. He's the one who wanted to play daddy. If he gets to be one, why can't I? Then I reached over and smacked Lucius upside the head. Hard. "And keep your hands off your daughter, creep. What kind of dad gropes his kid like that?" "What the?" Lucius jumped up, cigarette flying. "You got some nerve. Nobody talks to me like that." Joyce slammed her glass down. "Apologize. Now, I brought you here to meet my friends, not to start drama. If you can't handle a joke, just leave." I looked at the hot cup of tea in front of me, then at Lucius's smug face. Slowly, I stood up and picked up the cup. Lucius thought I was backing down. He even slapped Joyce on the butt. "That's more like it, sonin." Splash. I dumped the scalding tea right on his head. Joyce stared at me like I'd lost my mind. "Henry, what the hell?" I grabbed a napkin and wiped my hands, smiling. "What? I'm just helping my son wash his face. He's supposed to be a father, but he's talking trash. Figured I'd clean him up a bit." Lucius wiped tea off his face, screaming at Joyce. "Are you just gonna stand there? Do something!" She raised her hand to slap me, but I caught her wrist and used her momentum against her. She stumbled backward, nearly falling. I grabbed her by the collar and pushed her into a bow toward Lucius. "Shouldn't you be worried about your daddy instead of yelling at your grandpa?" Everyone just stared. No one expected the quiet guy to snap like that. After I let go, Joyce coughed and glared at me like she wanted me dead. Here's the thing, our engagement was arranged. My family wasn't as flashy as hers in business, but my grandfather was a big deal in the military. That kind of protection, money can't buy it, so Joyce had to marry me, and she hated every second of it. Tonight was her little revenge scheme, humiliate me in front of her friends. Too bad she forgot one thing. I'd been training in boxing and martial arts since I was a kid. She wanted to play rough? Fine by me. She pointed at me, shrieking, "You're apologizing to Lucius right now, or the wedding's off." I laughed. "You want me to apologize? Sure, if he gets on his knees and calls me grandpa first. What kind of elder doesn't give his dumb grandson a second chance?" Lucius lost it. He'd been king of this little social circle for years, thanks to Joyce. Nobody ever challenged him. He grabbed a wine bottle and swung at my head. Joyce just watched, smirking, but the bottle never landed. I sidestepped, grabbed his wrist. Crack! His scream echoed through the room. The bottle shattered on the floor. I tightened my grip, and his face went white. His knees buckled. "Stop! Stop! My hand! You're gonna break it!" He clawed at me with his free hand. I kicked him square in the chest. He flew back into the coffee table and crashed to the ground. Then I walked over, planted my foot on his chest and leaned down. "Listen up, grandson. Don't start something you can't finish. You sure you want to keep going?" Dead silence. Joyce finally snapped out of it and ran at me. "You're insane. Get off him." I stepped back smoothly. She tripped and landed right on top of Lucius, saw his swollen wrist, the footprint on his chest, and started crying. "Lucius, oh my god, I'm calling the cops. Henry, you're going to jail," he whimpered, clutching his wrist. "Joyce, my hand's messed up. How am I supposed to game now? You have to make him pay." She glared at me. "This isn't over." I straightened my collar and smiled. "Let's be clear. You invited me here. He wanted to play daddy. I just taught him some manners. His parents didn't do their job, so I stepped in." She gritted her teeth. "Fine. You think you're tough? Just because our dad set this up doesn't mean I have to put up with you. You're going to kneel and apologize." I almost laughed. "Your daddy looks like he's about to pass out. Maybe take him to a hospital?" That finally snapped her out of it. She scrambled to get him help. On her way out, she shot me one last death glare. "The engagement's off. And your family? Done." I watched her sports car disappear and scoffed. She had no idea that even her real father had to show mine respect. My family kept a low profile. I'd spent most of my life studying abroad and never flaunted designer stuff, so she probably thought I was some nobody her family was stuck with. Big mistake. If she had daddy issues, I'd be happy to set her straight. Next morning, I drove to her villa. The housekeeper said Joyce was still in bed. I pushed open the bedroom door. The room reeked of alcohol. Joyce was sprawled out on the bed, and Lucius was right next to her, one hand bandaged, scrolling through his phone in nothing but boxers. When he saw me, he didn't even flinch. He just threw a leg over Joyce. Well, the psycho's back. Joyce said I can stay here as long as I want. Everything that's yours? Trash. I nodded and walked to the bed. Then I yanked the blanket off. Joyce woke up with a start, saw me, and exploded. "What the hell? Who let you in?" I pulled out my phone and started snapping pictures. Then I opened a group chat, the one she'd added me to just to embarrass me, and sent the photos. "Came to see my girlfriend this morning and found a stranger in her. Joyce, your daddy sure is comfortable. Is this some kind of kink?" The chat blew up. Damn, Joyce really gets around. So the whole just friends thing was cover for this? Her phone started blowing up. She grabbed it, saw the messages, and her face turned red. "Delete that now." She lunged at me. I dodged and grabbed a golf club leaning against the wall. Crash. I swung it into the floor lamp. Glass shattered everywhere. Both of them flinched. I twirled the club in my hand. Why should I? I'm just a concerned fiance. He's not really your dad, but if people find out you two play house in public and share a bed in private, what's that gonna do to your family's reputation? Lucius went pale. Nothing happened. We're innocent. I used the club to lift a piece of lace underwear off the floor. Innocent, huh? Joyce's voice shook. He hurt his hand last night. I was just taking care of him. Taking care of him? I nodded slowly. Fine. Then act like a caretaker. I pointed the club at Lucius. Get dressed. Get out. He yelped and scrambled into the bathroom. Joyce was shaking with rage. I'm calling off the engagement. I stepped forward, pressing the club against her shoulder, pushing her back onto the bed. That's not up to you. It's up to your father. I leaned in close. Until I decide I'm done, you'd better behave. Or who knows what this club hits next. Here's the thing about Joyce she never learned. 2 days of behaving, then she was back at it. It was Lucius's birthday. He'd rented out the fanciest club downtown. Joyce sent me a message. Show up tonight, or I'll announce Lucius is my boyfriend and call off the engagement. I raised an eyebrow. She wanted to replace me with him? Fine. I'd bring a gift. That night, I put on a custom black suit and my Patek Philippe watch worth more than most people's cars and headed over. The private room was loud and smoky. Joyce was on the couch while Lucius, dressed in some ridiculous see-through shirt, fed her fruit. Everyone cheered. You're so lucky, Joyce. This is real love. Henry's nothing. The second I walked in, the room went quiet. Lucius grabbed a drink and swaggered over. Well, look who showed up. Here to beg? He pointed at several bottles of hard liquor on the floor. Joyce says if you chug all of those, get on your knees, and call me daddy, she might not dump you. Joyce lifted her chin. Last chance, Henry. I looked around, empty seat at the head of the table. I heard someone important supposed to show up tonight. Lucius grinned. My sponsor's coming. She's basically like a mom to me. Big shot in this city. Once she gets here, you're done. I laughed. Sponsor? What happened? Got tired of being a daddy, so you switched to being a sugar baby. His face went green, and then the door swung open. A flashy, middle-aged woman walked in with bodyguards. Lucius rushed over. Mom, this guy's messing with me. She wrapped an arm around him, her hand wandering somewhere inappropriate. Who's bullying my baby boy? Joyce jumped up. Madam Winter, so glad you could make it. Madam Winter? I almost laughed out loud. Eliza Winter was just some rich guy's wife who spent his money keeping young men around, bragging about her connections. In front of my family, she was nobody. And Joyce was kissing up to her for Lucius's sake? Even ignoring whatever was going on between those two? Pathetic. I pulled out my phone. Well, since we're calling for backup, let me make a call too. I put it on speaker. Hey, someone here wants me to kneel, call them daddy, and says they're gonna destroy me. Joyce laughed. Seriously? Who do you think is gonna save you? With Madam Winter here, it doesn't matter who you call. You're kneeling tonight, Eliza snorted. Tell your little friend to hurry up. I'll teach them how the real world works. 20 minutes later, the doors slammed open. A middle-aged man walked in. The whole room froze. Joyce's face went white. Dad?